London. Just the name conjures up images, doesn't it? A city steeped in history, yet buzzing with modern energy. It's a place where the past and the present coexist in a beautiful, chaotic harmony. Red double-decker buses zipping past Big Ben, a sight that never gets old. These buses are more than just a mode of transport. They're a symbol of the city's enduring charm. Black cabs with friendly drivers who somehow know where they're going, even through the maze of narrow streets and bustling avenues. These drivers are like living GPS systems with a touch of local flavor. Those iconic phone booths, maybe with a sprinkle of rain for good measure. They stand as nostalgic reminders of a time before smartphones, adding a touch of vintage charm to the cityscape. And who could forget the Queen? Well, maybe not the Queen herself, but definitely the royal guards in their fuzzy hats. These stoic figures are a testament to the city's rich royal heritage. London is a city that gets under your skin. It's a place that invites you to explore, to lose yourself in its winding streets and discover its hidden treasures. It's a place where history comes alive around every corner. From the Tower of London to Westminster Abbey, the city's landmarks tell stories of a bygone era. But it's also a buzzing, modern metropolis. Skyscrapers pierce the sky, and the streets are alive with the hum of activity, blending the old with the new in a seamless dance. You've got cutting-edge art, food from every corner of the globe, and a vibe that's impossible to replicate. Whether you're a foodie, an art lover, or just someone looking for a good time, London has something for everyone. This guide is your key to unlocking London. It's packed with tips, tricks, and insider knowledge to help you make the most of your visit. We'll hit the highlights, sure. From the iconic London Eye to the bustling streets of Covent Garden, we'll cover all the must-see spots. But we'll also steer you off the beaten path a bit. Discover the hidden gems that only the locals know about, the secret spots that give London its unique character. Get ready for some insider tips and tricks. Learn how to navigate the tube like a pro, where to find the best fish and chips, and how to avoid the tourist traps. We're talking about how to see the city like a local, not a tourist. Experience the authentic London, the one that the guidebooks don't always show you. So buckle up, grab your brolly, that's an umbrella for you non-Londoners, and let's dive into all things London, from its historic landmarks to its modern marvels, from its bustling markets to its quiet corners. London is a city that never ceases to amaze. Let's explore it together. First things first, getting yourself to this fine city. The good news is London is well connected. You've got options galore. Flying in, Heathrow is the big kahuna, but Gatwick and Stansted are also popular choices, especially for budget airlines. From the airport, hop on the Heathrow Express train for a quick trip into central London. Or, if you're feeling adventurous and thrifty, the London Underground, aka the Tube, will get you there too. Coming from mainland Europe, the Eurostar train is your ticket to ride. This high-speed marvel whisks you from Paris, Brussels or Amsterdam right into the heart of London. Talk about arriving in style. Now, about driving, unless you're a glutton for punishment and parking fees, I say ditch the car. London's public transportation is top-notch, and honestly, navigating those narrow, winding streets is not for the faint of heart or the newly licensed. The eternal question. When is the best time to visit London? The truth is, this city has something to offer year-round. Spring, from March to May, is a delight. Parks burst into bloom. The weather is mild, usually. And the city has a spring in its step, pun intended. Summer, from June to August, brings long sunny days, perfect for picnics in Hyde Park or strolling along the South Bank. But be warned, this is peak tourist season, so expect crowds and higher prices. Autumn, from September to November, paints the city in hues of gold and crimson. It's a great time for cozy pub visits and catching a show in the West End. Winter, from December to February, can be chilly, but there's something magical about London decked out for the holidays. Think twinkling lights, Christmas markets, and the chance to cozy up with a hot toddy. All right, let's talk landmarks. London is a city brimming with history, culture, and iconic sites that are recognized the world over. You didn't come all this way to miss the icons, right? From the moment you step into this vibrant city, you're surrounded by history and grandeur. First up, the Houses of Parliament and Big Ben. This Gothic masterpiece is not just a symbol of London, but of democracy itself. Snap a selfie, or 10, with this iconic clock tower as your backdrop. It's a must-do for any visitor, capturing the essence of London in a single frame. Then stroll down Whitehall, past Downing Street, wave to the Prime Minister if you see them, to Trafalgar Square. This bustling area is the heart of political and social life in the city. Next, it's off to Buckingham Palace, the Queen's, well, the King's now official residence. This grand palace has been the home of British royalty since 1837. Catch the changing of the guard ceremony for a dose of pomp and circumstance. This traditional ceremony is a spectacle of British pageantry that you won't want to miss. Don't forget to keep an eye out for those furry-hatted guards. Their stoic presence and elaborate uniforms are a sight to behold. No trip to London is complete without a spin on the London Eye. This giant Ferris wheel offers a unique perspective of the city, giving you a bird's-eye view of its sprawling landscape. This giant Ferris wheel offers breathtaking views of the city skyline. On a clear day, you can see for miles, spotting landmarks old and new. And while you're at it, take a stroll across the Millennium Bridge, made famous in the Harry Potter films. This modern marvel connects the historic St. Paul's Cathedral with the vibrant Tate Modern. Feeling historical? The Tower of London awaits. This fortress has stood for nearly 1,000 years, witnessing the rise and fall of kings and queens. This former prison and royal residence is full of spooky stories and fascinating exhibits. From the tales of imprisoned princes to the ghostly apparitions that are said to haunt its halls, the tower is steeped in history. Be sure to check out the crown jewels while you're there. These glittering symbols of the monarchy are a dazzling display of wealth and power, showcasing some of the most famous and valuable gems in the world. Section 5, Culture Vultures Rejoice. From Shakespeare to street art. London's not all about history and royalty, it's a vibrant, ever-evolving cultural hub. This city is a cultural powerhouse with something to satisfy every taste and interest. Theatre lovers, get ready to be wowed by the performances. London's West End is the theatrical heart of the city, with world-class productions of everything from Shakespeare to modern musicals. For something a bit more offbeat, check out the smaller theatres in Soho or Covent Garden. Art aficionados prepare to be dazzled by the variety. The National Gallery houses a treasure trove of European masterpieces, while the Tate Modern is your go-to for all things modern and contemporary. But London's art scene isn't confined to museums and galleries. Head to Shoreditch for some of the city's best street art. Wander the streets and discover hidden murals, colourful graffiti and thought-provoking installations around every corner. Section 6, A Bite of Britain pub, grub and beyond. All right, let's talk food. London's culinary scene has exploded in recent years, but there are still some classic dishes you simply must try. First up, fish and chips. This British institution is best enjoyed from a newspaper-wrapped parcel, preferably with a side of mushy peas. Don't knock it till you try it. For a more refined dining experience, head to Borough Market, a foodie paradise with stalls selling everything from artisanal cheeses to freshly baked bread. No trip to London is complete without a proper pub meal. Belly up to the bar for a pint of ale and a hearty plate of bangers and mash, sausages and mashed potatoes, shepherd's pie, or a Sunday roast. And for a sweet treat, don't miss out on a warm, flaky scone with clotted cream and jam. It's the perfect way to end a day of exploring. Section 7, London on a budget, tips and tricks. London can be a pricey city, but it doesn't have to break the bank. With a bit of planning and some insider knowledge, you can enjoy all that this vibrant city has to offer without emptying your wallet. Here are a few tips to help you stretch your travel budget and make the most of your time in London. First, get yourself an Oyster card. This rechargeable card is your ticket to affordable travel on the tube, buses, and even some riverboats. It's much cheaper than buying single tickets and can save you a lot of money over the course of your trip. The Oyster card is incredibly convenient and can be topped up at various locations throughout the city. Plus, it offers daily and weekly caps, ensuring you never spend more than a certain amount on travel each day or week. Speaking of transportation, walking is your friend. London is a very walkable city, and you'll discover hidden gems you might otherwise miss. From charming alleyways to historic landmarks, there's so much to see on foot. Walking not only saves you money, but also gives you a more intimate experience of the city. You can stumble upon quaint shops, delightful cafes, and street performers that you wouldn't see from a bus or train. When it comes to accommodation, consider staying in a hostel or guest house instead of a hotel. These options are often much cheaper and can provide a more authentic experience. Many hostels offer private rooms if you're not keen on sharing a dormitory. And if you're on a tight budget, pack a picnic lunch and have dinner at one of London's many affordable eateries. Supermarkets and local markets are great places to pick up fresh, inexpensive food for a picnic. Street food is your friend. London's street food scene is vibrant and diverse, offering delicious meals at a fraction of the cost of a sit-down restaurant. From food trucks to market stalls, you'll find a wide variety of options to suit any taste. Finally, take advantage of London's many free attractions. The city is home to some of the world's best museums and galleries, many of which are free to enter. This means you can soak up culture and history without spending a penny. Museums like the British Museum, the National Gallery, and the Tate Modern are all free to enter, though donations are appreciated. These institutions offer incredible collections that can keep you entertained for hours. And don't forget about the city's many parks and gardens, which offer a welcome respite from the urban hustle and bustle. Places like Hyde Park, Kew Gardens and Regent's Park are perfect for a leisurely stroll or a relaxing afternoon. These green spaces are not only beautiful, but also free to enter, making them ideal spots for budget-conscious travellers. Whether you're looking to unwind with a book, have a picnic, or simply enjoy nature, London's parks have something for everyone. As Section 8, conclusion. Cheers to London adventures.